Have you noticed that you feel more tired after eating certain fruits, even though you've been told fruit is healthy your entire life? Maybe you reach for what you think is a nutritious snack, only to find yourself feeling sluggish an hour later, wondering why your energy just crashed. What if I told you that 3 fruits you probably have in your kitchen right now, fruits that seem perfectly innocent, maybe even recommended by well-meaning family members, could actually be working against your heart health and systematically draining your energy levels? Here's what most people don't realize. As you age, your body processes sugars completely differently than it did in your 40s or 50s. That metabolism you once relied on? It's changed. What seemed healthy and energizing back then can become problematic now, leaving you feeling exhausted when you should feel vibrant. Making the right fruit choices can literally be the difference between feeling energized and alert throughout your day, or struggling with those frustrating afternoon crashes that put extra strain on your heart, the very organ you're trying to protect. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the 3 specific fruits that cardiologists privately wish seniors would avoid, plus the science-backed alternatives that can actually boost your energy and protect your heart health. Stay until the very end because I'll share a simple, fruit swap formula that you can implement today, no complicated meal planning required. If you're watching this because you want to protect your heart health and boost your energy naturally, comment, "Heart Healthy," below so I know you're here for the right reasons. And don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Health Central for more evidence-based tips on staying healthy and energetic as you age. Now, let's dive into the first fruit that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now, and you might be shocked to learn how it's been secretly sabotaging your energy levels. Number 1 fruit to avoid: dried fruits, the sugar bomb in disguise. If you reach for dried apricots, raisins, or dates as healthy snacks, you're unknowingly consuming up to 4 times more concentrated sugar than fresh fruit. Think about this for a moment. That handful of what you consider healthy, dried fruit contains the same amount of sugar as eating 3 to 4 whole fresh fruits in one sitting. Would you ever sit down and eat 4 apples back to back? Probably not, but that's exactly what you're doing when you snack on dried fruit. Here's what happens during the drying process that makes these fruits so problematic for your aging body. When fruits are dried, all the water evaporates, but every single gram of natural sugar remains concentrated in a much smaller package. A 1/4 cup of raisins, which you can easily pop in your mouth without thinking, contains the exact same amount of sugar as a full cup of fresh grapes. But here's the critical difference: you've lost all the fiber and water that naturally help slow sugar absorption in your digestive system. For you as a senior, with your metabolism already changing and slowing down, this creates rapid blood sugar spikes that put tremendous stress on your cardiovascular system. Your pancreas has to work overtime to produce insulin, your blood vessels experience sudden pressure changes, and your heart has to pump harder to manage these sugar surges. It's like forcing your engine to redline when you should be cruising smoothly. But the sugar concentration isn't even the worst part. Most commercial dried fruits contain added sulfites and preservatives that can trigger inflammation in sensitive seniors. These chemicals help maintain color and extend shelf life, but they can cause reactions ranging from mild digestive upset to more serious inflammatory responses that affect your joints, your circulation, and even your cognitive function. Many families stock up on dried fruits thinking they're providing healthy snacks for their aging relatives. The marketing makes them seem like nature's candy, and that's exactly the problem. They are candy, just with a health halo that's completely undeserved. When you see those beautiful packages of dried mangoes or cranberries at the store, remember that you're looking at concentrated sugar bombs that will spike your blood glucose faster than many actual candies. Instead of dried fruits, choose fresh berries whenever possible. They're naturally lower in sugar, packed with antioxidants that actually protect your heart, and contain the fiber your body needs to process sugars properly. If you enjoy the chewy texture of dried fruit, try freeze-dried options with absolutely no added sugars. They maintain more of the original fruit's nutritional profile without the concentrated sugar punch. Speaking of alternatives that seem healthy but can be deceiving, let's talk about another fruit category that brings its own set of hidden dangers: those convenient canned fruits sitting in your pantry. Number 2 fruit to avoid, canned fruits, the hidden sugar trap. Those convenient canned peaches and pears in your pantry? Even if you carefully drain every drop of syrup before eating them, the fruit has already absorbed massive amounts of high-fructose corn syrup during the canning process. A single serving contains 15 to 20 grams of added sugar. That's equivalent to 5 full teaspoons of sugar you didn't even know you were consuming. Let me paint you a clearer picture of what this means for your body. High-fructose corn syrup isn't just regular sugar, it's a specially processed sweetener that your liver struggles to metabolize efficiently, especially as you age. This type of sugar has been directly linked to increased inflammation throughout your body and higher triglyceride levels in older adults. When your triglycerides climb, your risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes increases significantly. But the sugar content is just one part of the problem. The canning process itself destroys much of the vitamin C and other heat-sensitive nutrients that make fruit beneficial in the first place. So you're getting all the sugar with very little of the nutritional benefit. It's like paying full price for a car that's missing the engine. You're getting the shell of what you wanted without the parts that actually provide value. Even those canned fruits labeled as juice-packed instead of syrup-packed aren't much better for your health. That concentrated fruit juice is essentially liquid sugar in disguise. The manufacturers remove the fiber, concentrate the sugars, and then market it as a healthier option. But your body doesn't distinguish between added corn syrup and concentrated fruit juice. Both spike your blood sugar and strain your cardiovascular system. Many people choose canned fruits thinking they last longer and are more convenient than fresh options, and that's understandable. But convenience shouldn't come at the cost of your heart health, especially when there are better alternatives that are just as convenient. If fresh fruit spoils too quickly in your household, frozen fruit should become your new best friend. Frozen fruits are picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen, which means they actually retain more nutrients than many fresh fruits that travel long distances to reach your grocery store. Frozen fruits contain absolutely no added sugars, maintain their fiber content, and you can keep them for months without worrying about spoilage. You can also buy fresh fruit that's slightly underripe and let it ripen naturally throughout the week, ensuring you always have fresh options available without the waste. Now, there's one more category of fruit that might surprise you. It's something many seniors drink every morning thinking it's the healthiest way to start their day. Number 3 fruit to avoid, commercial fruit juices, liquid sugar masquerading as health food. That glass of orange juice you drink thinking you're getting a healthy dose of vitamin C? It contains more sugar than a can of regular soda. When you remove all the fiber by juicing, you're left with liquid sugar that spikes your blood glucose faster than eating actual candy would. This might be hard to accept, especially if you've been drinking orange juice for decades believing it was good for you. But here's the science that will change how you think about juice forever. When you juice fruit, you completely remove all the fiber that naturally slows sugar absorption in your digestive system. An 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains the sugar equivalent of 3 to 4 whole oranges, but your body processes it like liquid candy because there's nothing to slow down the absorption. Without fiber to create a buffer, blood sugar spikes rapidly and dramatically, triggering massive insulin responses that, over time, can lead to metabolic dysfunction and significantly increased cardiovascular risk. Your pancreas wasn't designed to handle these sudden sugar floods, especially as you age and your insulin sensitivity naturally decreases. Even juice labeled as 100% pure fruit juice lacks the fiber, pulp, and many nutrients found in whole fruit. Many seniors grew up during an era when juice was marketed as health food, and it's genuinely difficult to break decades-old habits that you believed were beneficial. Some families try to make juice healthier by diluting it with water, but you're still getting concentrated fruit sugars that your body struggles to process efficiently. The marketing around juice has been so effective that many people actually believe they're doing something healthy when they start their day with a large glass of orange juice. But think about it this way. You would never sit down and eat 4 oranges for breakfast, squeeze out all the juice, throw away all the beneficial fiber, and then drink what's left. That's essentially what commercial juice represents. Instead of juice, focus on whole fruit consumption whenever possible, or make what I call spa water, by infusing regular water with fresh fruit slices. You get subtle flavor and some vitamins without the sugar bomb. If the texture of whole fruit is difficult for you to manage, try smoothies that include the entire fruit, the fiber, the pulp, everything, rather than extracted juice. You can also consider apple slices with a small amount of natural nut butter for sustained energy that won't crash your blood sugar. Now that we've covered what to avoid, let me share the 3 heart-healthy fruit alternatives that can actually boost your energy levels and support your cardiovascular health as you age. Number 1 better choice, berries, nature's heart medicine. Berries are absolute nutritional powerhouses for senior hearts, and the science backing this up is remarkable. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are loaded with compounds called anthocyanins. These are the natural chemicals that give berries their deep, rich colors, and they've been shown to reduce blood pressure and improve arterial function specifically in older adults. The research on berries is genuinely impressive. A Harvard study that followed over 93,000 women for 18 years found that those who ate 3 or more servings of berries per week had a 34% lower risk of heart attack compared to those who rarely ate berries. That's not a small difference, that's a massive reduction in risk from something as simple as eating berries regularly. The high fiber content in berries helps stabilize your blood sugar levels, preventing those energy crashes we talked about earlier, while the antioxidants actively fight the inflammation that contributes to heart disease and cognitive decline. Frozen berries are just as nutritious as fresh ones and won't spoil quickly in your freezer. You can add them to oatmeal, stir them into yogurt, or eat them as a standalone snack. They're naturally portion-controlled and surprisingly satisfying. Number 2 better choice, citrus fruits, your blood vessel's best friend. Whole oranges, grapefruits, and lemons contain powerful compounds called flavonoids, particularly one called hesperidin, that have been shown to lower blood pressure and reduce inflammation markers specifically in seniors. Notice I said whole citrus fruits, we're talking about eating the actual fruit, not drinking the juice. Research consistently shows that seniors who regularly consume whole citrus fruits have better endothelial function, which means their blood vessels remain more flexible and healthy as they age. Flexible blood vessels mean better circulation, lower blood pressure, and reduced strain on your heart. The vitamin C in citrus also supports immune function, which becomes increasingly important as your immune system naturally weakens with age. Choose whole citrus over juice every single time. If you have trouble with citrus acidity causing stomach upset, try eating citrus fruits with meals rather than on an empty stomach. The other foods help buffer the acidity while still allowing you to get all the cardiovascular benefits. Number 3 better choice, apples, the ultimate senior-friendly fruit. The old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, actually has serious scientific merit for seniors. Apples contain pectin, a special type of soluble fiber that actively helps lower cholesterol levels, and quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that supports heart health and may even help protect against cognitive decline. Multiple studies show that regular apple consumption is associated with lower cardiovascular disease risk in older adults. The fiber in apples helps maintain steady blood sugar levels throughout the day, preventing the energy crashes associated with high-sugar fruits and processed foods. This steady energy is exactly what your aging body needs to function optimally. Always choose apples with the skin on for maximum fiber and nutrient content. If chewing becomes difficult, try grating apples into smaller pieces or cooking them lightly to soften the texture while retaining most of their nutrients. Even cooked apples provide significant benefits compared to processed fruit products. These 3 fruit categories, berries, citrus, and apples, should become the foundation of your fruit intake as you focus on protecting your heart and maintaining your energy levels naturally. I know this might be a lot to process right now. It can be genuinely frustrating to learn that foods you thought were helping your health might actually be causing harm. You've probably been reaching for dried fruits, canned peaches, or that morning glass of orange juice for years, maybe even decades, believing you were making healthy choices. It's overwhelming to realize that these well-meaning decisions might have contributed to the fatigue, energy crashes, or even some of the health issues you've been experiencing. And I understand if you're feeling a bit betrayed by the marketing and messaging you've received over the years. You trusted that fruit is fruit, and that anything with fruit on the label must be good for you. That trust was misplaced, but it wasn't your fault. The food industry has spent billions convincing us that processed fruit products are just as healthy as whole fruits. But here's the empowering truth that I want you to hold on to. Now that you understand exactly how different fruits affect your body as you age, you have the power to make informed choices that truly support your health. This knowledge isn't meant to scare you, it's meant to liberate you. You're no longer guessing about what's good for you. You know the science, you understand the mechanisms, and you can make decisions that will genuinely help you feel more energetic and protect your heart for years to come. This week, I want you to take a close look at the fruit choices in your current diet. Don't try to change everything at once, that's overwhelming and unsustainable. Instead, start with one simple swap. Replace that morning glass of orange juice with a handful of fresh berries mixed into your yogurt or oatmeal. Switch out those dried fruit snacks for crisp apple slices with a small amount of almond butter. These might seem like small changes, but they can have profound impacts on your daily energy levels and long-term heart health. Remember, aging doesn't mean accepting fatigue and declining health as inevitable facts of life. With the right nutritional choices you now have the knowledge to make, you can maintain your energy, protect your cardiovascular system, and continue enjoying foods that truly nourish your body and soul. You have more control over how you feel and how you age than you might have realized, and that's incredibly empowering. Let me quickly recap what we've covered today so you can reference these key points whenever you need them. To protect your heart and boost your energy naturally, avoid these 3 fruit categories: dried fruits like raisins and dates that concentrate sugar without the fiber, canned fruits in syrup that are loaded with high fructose corn syrup, and commercial fruit juices that spike your blood sugar faster than soda. Instead, choose berries for their powerful antioxidant protection, whole citrus fruits for cardiovascular support and immune system strength, and apples for sustained energy that won't crash your blood sugar. These simple swaps can make a real difference in how you feel every single day and support your long-term heart health. I'm genuinely curious about your experience with this information. Which of these fruit swaps do you think will be easiest for you to implement starting this week? And which revelation surprised you the most? Was it learning that orange juice contains more sugar than soda, or discovering that dried fruits are essentially candy in disguise? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your experience and insights might be exactly what another person needs to hear to make better choices for their own health. Now, I deliberately didn't mention bananas in today's video, and there's actually a fascinating debate in the nutrition community about whether they're ideal for seniors or not. Some experts love them for their potassium content, while others worry about their higher sugar levels compared to berries and apples. What do you think? Have you noticed how bananas affect your energy levels? Should I make a dedicated video specifically about bananas and senior health? Let me know in the comments, because I always want to cover the topics that matter most to you. If you found this science-based approach to nutrition helpful and eye-opening, I'd love for you to consider subscribing to Elderly Health Central. We dive deep into evidence-based strategies for staying healthy and energetic as you age, and every subscription helps us reach more people who need access to this kind of practical, research-backed information. Your support makes a genuine difference in our ability to create content that can improve lives. And if this video helped clarify some confusion about fruit choices and gave you actionable steps you can take right away, a quick thumbs up really helps other people find this content when they're searching for answers about senior nutrition. It's a simple way to help someone else discover information that could change how they feel every day. Thank you for prioritizing your health and taking the time to learn with me today. I know it's not always easy to discover that long-held beliefs about healthy foods need updating, but your willingness to learn and adapt shows real wisdom. Remember, every healthy choice you make is an investment in your future well-being and quality of life. I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore more ways to support your health naturally through smart nutrition choices. Stay informed, stay proactive, and keep putting your heart health first.